The full moon hangs like a silver coin in a velvet sky, spilling its cold light across the endless salt marsh. The reeds whisper secrets on the night air, a sound almost drowned out by the distant, rhythmic crash of the surf. A low fog creeps in from the sea, clinging to the ground like a shroud, muffling the world in an eerie silence. It's beautiful in a way, but the kind of beauty that puts a chill in your bones, that makes the hair on your arms stand on end. You feel watched, even out here, where there's nothing but mud and water for miles. My boots make a hollow, squelching sound on the slick, wet boards of the rickety walkway. Each step echoes in the quiet, a lonely rhythm against the wind's mournful sigh and the groan of aging timber. Out in the blackness, a faint light bobs, a will-o'-the-wisp dancing over the dark water. Another appears, then another, like ghostly eyes opening in the gloom. They're just lanterns from distant shacks, I tell myself. But the thought brings no comfort. The air grows colder, heavier, and the feeling of being an intruder intensifies with every creak of the planks beneath my feet. Then I see it, standing at the edge of a tidal pool, its form a slash of absolute black against the shimmering water. A silhouette, vaguely human, but wrong. The limbs are too long, the posture too still. It has no face, just a void where features should be. As I watch, frozen, a ripple disturbs the pool's surface, distorting the moon's reflection into a grotesque, wavering smile. The figure doesn't move, yet I feel its gaze locked onto me. A pressure building in my chest, a primal scream caught in my throat. The tide is coming in, the water now licking at the edges of the walkway. Dark and hungry, it swallows the land with a relentless gurgle. Inch by inch, the distant lanterns flicker, one by one, and die. My own lantern sputters, its flame dancing wildly before a sudden gust snuffs it out, plunging me into near total darkness. The shadow is gone. There's only the rising water, the whispering reeds, and the cold, indifferent light of the moon. And I am utterly alone. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this journey into the dark, don't forget to like and subscribe for more. Stay safe out there. Have you ever felt a place watching you? Not with eyes, but with an ancient knowing silence. Tonight, we journey into such a place. A salt marsh under the cold, unblinking gaze of a full moon. This isn't a story of jump scares or cheap thrills. It's an exploration of a deeper, more primal fear. The kind that seeps into your bones and lingers long after the credits roll. So, turn down the lights, put on your headphones, and walk with me into the heart of the marsh. Let the stillness speak to you. The moon hangs like a silver coin in the vast, inky sky. Below, an endless expanse of reeds rustles, whispering secrets to the night. A low fog clings to the ground, swallowing the horizon and blurring the line between earth and water. The only sounds are the distant, rhythmic crash of waves against a forgotten shore and the soft, insistent sigh of the wind. This is a world unto itself, beautiful and desolate. It's a place where time seems to stand still, where the modern world feels like a distant, half-remembered dream. There's a certain peace in this isolation, but it's a fragile peace, easily broken. Our journey begins on a narrow boardwalk, its timbers slick with sea spray and age. Each footstep echoes, a lonely punctuation in the immense silence. The wood groans under my weight, a weary complaint from a structure slowly being reclaimed by nature. The air is thick with the smell of brine and decay, the unique perfume of the marsh. It's a smell that's both life and death, a constant cycle playing out in the dark. The wind picks up, weaving through the reeds, carrying with it a chilling dampness that bites through my jacket. It's as if the marsh itself is breathing, a slow, cold exhalation. Far across the flats, a faint light flickers, a lantern perhaps, or a distant house. It winks in and out of existence, a deceptive beacon in the gloom. It offers a sliver of hope, a sign of another soul in this lonely landscape. But out here, light can be a lure, a promise that draws you deeper into the unknown. The boardwalk creaks again, not from my own weight, but from somewhere behind me. I stop, my heart suddenly a frantic drum against my ribs. I listen, straining my ears against the wind, but hear nothing but the reeds. It was just the wind, I tell myself, just the old wood settling, but the feeling of being followed has taken root. I press on, my pace quickening. The boardwalk leads me towards a series of tidal pools, dark mirrors reflecting the fractured light of the moon. They are like obsidian eyes, staring up from the earth, and it's there, at the edge of the largest pool, that I see it, a figure. It stands perfectly still, a jagged silhouette cut from the deepest shadows. It's humanoid, but wrong. The limbs seem too long, the posture too rigid. A tattered black cloak hangs from its gaunt frame, stirring slightly in the breeze. Its head is turned towards me, but there is no face to see, only a smooth, featureless void. Time freezes. The wind dies. The surf falls silent. All that exists is the space between us, charged with a terrifying energy. My breath catches in my throat. I can't move, can't look away. The figure doesn't approach. It doesn't threaten. It simply is. A silent, unmovable testament to the secrets this marsh holds. The air grows impossibly cold. The very presence of this thing feels like a violation of nature, an intrusion of something that does not belong in this world, or any world I know. It is a sentinel of the void, guarding the threshold between what is real and what lies beyond. A ripple disturbs the surface of the tidal pool, a small stone perhaps, but then another ripple follows, and another emanating from the center. The perfect reflection of the moon shatters, distorting into a grotesque, wavering smile. The water seems to boil without heat, churning with an unseen disturbance. The shadow figure remains motionless, a silent observer to this strange phenomenon. Is it the cause? Or is it merely a witness, like me? The distinction feels unimportant. We are both caught in this moment, this pocket of unreality. The water's surface becomes a chaotic mess of light and shadow, and for a second, I think I see faces twisting in the distorted reflection. Suddenly, I feel a cold wetness seeping into my boots. The tide. It's coming in, faster than it should. The water creeps up the legs of the boardwalk, swirling around the pilings with a hungry sound. The path back is slowly being submerged. Panic, cold and sharp, finally cuts through my paralysis. I have to move. I have to get out. The faint light I saw earlier is gone, swallowed by the rising fog. My own lantern, which has been a steady companion, begins to flicker erratically. The flame sputters, dancing wildly as if fighting against an invisible force, trying to snuff it out. The water is at my ankles now, icy and relentless. The marsh is closing in, reclaiming its territory. I stumble backward, my eyes still locked on the figure. It hasn't moved an inch, but I feel its gaze on me. A heavy physical pressure. My lantern gives one last defiant pulse of light, illuminating the featureless face one final time, before it dies completely. Darkness rushes in, absolute and suffocating. I am plunged into a world of sound and sensation, the chilling water, the whisper of the reeds, the pounding of my own heart. I turn and run, splashing blindly through the rising tide, not knowing if I'm heading towards safety or deeper into the heart of the nightmare. The boardwalk is gone, swallowed by the black water. I'm waiting now, the muck of the marsh floor sucking at my boots, trying to hold me, to pull me down. The only light is the moon, high and indifferent. I look back one last time. The tidal pool is now part of the sea, the land disappearing beneath the waves. And the figure? It's gone, vanished as if it were never there. Was it ever there? Or was it just a trick of the light, a phantom born of fear and isolation? I don't know, and I don't want to know. All I know is the desperate need to escape. The only thing left is the moon, its cold light painting a serene and terrifying picture over the flooded marsh, a world washed clean, its secrets safe, once more beneath the tide. Thank you for joining me on this atmospheric journey. If you appreciate this kind of storytelling that focuses on mood and psychological dread, please consider liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Your support allows me to create more content like this. Let me know in the comments what you thought of the story, and if there are any other unsettling landscapes you'd like to see explored. Stay safe and always be wary of the things that watch from the shadows.